it, never joke. I'm the fire, fuck the smoke. What you feel if you approach? Bread, chase a loaf, then you toast, then you blow. If you woke, then you know it was faith, not the hope. Hope can't take me light, nigga, like an anchor on a boat. That knocks you lateral is gratitude. I thank you up close, the drama radical. I'm bad as you, I love it, it's compatible. No, I'm actually more than what you can adore. And I won't be forgotten, just peep how I vibe. That I make better music like Khalees before Nas.
Hey, appreciate it. Hold the crosses. Alright, once that stops on its own. Welcome to another edition of Tell It How It Is, No Filter. I'm Voice of Reason. Glad you could join me again. Got a special guy in the building. Y'all wouldn't know by just looking at him, but we're gonna find out who this is. I got Everything Always Surprises You.
AKA Easy.
Yes.
The opposite of difficult.
Yes. What's up, my brother?
I can't call it same shit, just a different day.
Do we wanna be let me do a fake current event. For those who came to Houston and are trying to get back, hope you're not going to LaGuardia because there was a collision, a plane and a truck. I hope everybody's safe. No joke about that, but call your jobs up if you got to put them on. And that's crazy because a lot of us might be delayed by that, but I hope everybody's safe out there. That's about it for that.
Hope that shit don't affect me. I'm going back to North Carolina.
Nah, that shit ain't gonna bother you. Good. All right, so look, we could go right in, or we could get them, if you want, we could give them a little origin of our story, how we began, how I met you. We could go in a little bit about that if you choose to.
It's up to you. It don't matter.
All right, so I met this young guy right here.
Young guy. Yeah, I mean, I'm older than him, but young guy.
I met this guy, his brother, while I was going to college. And we got a lot of memories, you know what I'm saying? Like, that we were still young. We were still growing up and finding ourselves, I guess. But it lasted a long time, though. It's funny how time fly, though, because if you blink, some of the shit feel like yesterday.
25 years, man.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people don't live that. So to know somebody that long is really treasurable. You feel me? So, yeah, we met in college. You know, I was trying to do the fake hustle thing. He had to check me a little bit, like, yo, you can't just, we're not in Compton.
Right, we're in school, man. Working.
Grown men. So we got our little memories from that, and then we got our memories in music as well. You know, find out the cat has some talent.
He's still doing it. I stopped.
You know what I'm saying? But, it's in there. It's like riding a bike. If we ever had got the contract or the offer we wanted, you know what I mean? I'm sure he'll jump right back in like a bike.
Yeah, that's still right. I just ain't right in recording.
Right. So if we had that offer,
I still body a nigga if I had to. And get it twisted.
Talk that shit.
Because I don't rap on me, don't mean I want body.
That shit. That's what I'm talking about, baby. So, yeah, 25 years, started in the college, got the music. We did make a push at it. You know what I'm saying? Diamond Boys. Feel me?
Yeah.
So
shout out to Cypher.
You know what I'm saying? So we did that. So we're going to get right into it then. Because if you really, unless I got requests to really go into our story, that's all we want to really give you on that. All right. So look, within our culture, and I don't really mean this politically, within our culture, we're mostly taught guilty until proven innocent at times. Talk about that as far as, like, I guess that's depending on your bringing up and you coming up. Your parents teach you don't talk to strangers, look before you cross the street, don't be too fucking friendly. What taught you or what got you where you are as far as, you don't trust motherfuckers like that and, you got to be very cautious, head on a swivel? Is it because of experience or is it a vibe thing? How you know how to approach and deal with
experience? Watching my niggas and growing up, watching them all doing dumb shit. I learned my lesson. I learned, like, I'm not trying to follow in that footstep. And I ain't gonna lie, when I was younger, my pops, shout out to my pops, he kept a nigga out of the street, put me in church. Yeah, I got church upbringing. And a lot of stuff that I could experience in the street, I experienced in church. So I didn't have an opportunity to get to do dumb shit, to get that taught into proven innocent and guilty. I stayed away from that. And then I carried on with that shit as I grew up.
Right.
47 years old right now. I ain't trying to do nothing dumb now. Wait 47 years and do something stupid now to get caught. Nah, I'm good.
Right. And how were you able to tell how to stay away from it and when you could sense it and know that you're not with it? What gave you that instinct?
Just observing and watching. And
something seemed funny, right?
Yeah. I'll jump off that shit right away. As soon as I see it, always follow your first instinct. First instinct is always going to tell you the right thing. Right. It's not going to lead you the wrong way. You might see a chick and you see she doing something wrong. And you like, you know what? Let me follow my first instinct and not fuck with it. And then the next nigga will fuck with it. And then you see everything that transpired. And then you're like, yeah, I
you dodged it. Yeah. So do we have a bad rep with that? Like, you know, when I say culture, you know what I mean? Us black folks.
We do.
Right.
We do.
So other races and shit just automatically probably got their antennas up even more when dealing with us.
We just too blindsided by dumb shit. That's what it is.
Will that ever change?
And if it ain't changed now, it ain't never gonna change.
We're gonna just always look crazy.
Yeah, that shit ain't gonna change.
I mean, we could even give them an example of what we experienced this weekend. Just that last thing we went to, standing in that line and how Negroes was acting, right? Yeah. You see how there's no organization. Everybody think they're entitled. Let that
have been another race. That should have been organized. Would have had security, cops, and a single line. And the shit would have been situated months in advance, not a week. Something like this shit was set up like a week in advance. Even though they knew about it like a year before.
Right.
And they told to prepare for it.
Right.
Some of they still ain't had that shit together.
And that's sad. You know, I don't mean to attack us, but that's a fact because even like down to who promoted it, who's in charge of it was all our people. And whenever we deal with our people, I'm sorry. And I don't mean in all cases, but most cases, that's what's going to happen. It's like I don't know. And you know, we already, before we even prove to other cultures and races that we are fucked up, they already thought we were fucked up, and we just proving them right.
Pretty much.
We got to do better. I don't know where that starts. I'm not going to be a politician and tell you where that starts at.
That shit ain't never going to change. Because we've been talking about this shit for how many years? As long as I remember, we've been talking about that shit. It's still the same. That shit ain't going to change.
We got to do better, man. I mean, at least I think the violent part of it is cutting down a little bit. Not everything got to fight. I mean, online show fights all the time. But at least like the last year and a half to 2 years I've been at stuff, and at least there's no fighting. So I think
that's why I stay in myself. That's why I come and go to work, be home, spend time with my family, wifey. That's it.
Right, because like you don't know, the shit is crazy. Yeah. Because you get roped into some dumb shit and you won't even go nowhere really. And then the one time you go somewhere,
then it's too old, man.
Yo, stop saying that. We young, man. You as old as you feel.
When I say I'm too old, I mean I'm too old for the dumb shit.
Right.
That's what I mean.
We want to plant that into our younger youth if we could. Like the young ones.
You gotta learn. You gotta go through some shit to learn some shit.
Right.
You can't just say, I'm going through it and you ain't never went through it.
Right.
You gotta go through it to know, to learn. And then it takes us as a whole, the older crew, the old heads, like they call us, the unks.
Mm-hmm.
We got to be the ones to pull them to the side. I'm like, listen, it's not the right path, man.
Mm-hmm.
But now all of them want to listen.
Mm-hmm.
Because they feel like once they hit that certain age, they too grown and they too old enough to listen. Like my nephew, he just turned 18. Shout out to him.
Mm-hmm.
But he's at that age where he thinks that he's grown already.
Mm.
You ain't grown. You just older. You don't know what it's like to be out in the real world yet.
Right.
You still got your mom buying you clothes, buying you sneakers. You ain't grown yet. It's okay when you're older, your parents want to buy you something here and there, but that ain't the real world yet. The real world is paying a bill, paying mortgage, paying car notes, paying bills, not going out there every time you get a paycheck, gotta go out there and buy a pair of sneakers.
I about to say parents buy you stuff when you older. My parents ain't buy me nothing.
I'm saying when I say
no. I mean I know what you meant, but I felt the way like damn they don't care. My parents is not buying me nothing.
When I say buy you something, I'm like they might buy you a shirt.
Right. Like birthday or some shit. Christmas or
buy you
birthday.
something. And I'm not saying them just go out there and take you shopping, buy you clothes. I'm just saying like here and there they might buy you something.
Because I can't, shout out to mom and pops, I guess. But like last time they bought me something, they felt they did their job or whatever job they was going to do. I ain't gonna get into the full details of that. But yeah, it's for you to, they supposed to just get you started. You got to figure this shit out.
Fact.
You know what I mean? So they don't really hold your hand the whole time. They're not supposed to.
And you got some that just rely on their parents all the time. You can't rely on your parents. Like my moms or my pops, if they need anything, they supposed to come to me and ask me for anything to help them out because they put me in a situation to help them out. I shouldn't be the one calling them to ask them for money. I shouldn't be calling and say, "Oh, pops, can I borrow some such and such and such?" Nah, that's not. They supposed to be anything. They supposed to call you and ask you for money because they did their part. They took care of you already.
I mean, shit happen, go left. If you're not a bad habit of it.
Anything happens.
Right. But you saying that's not the norm. That shouldn't be a norm. Yeah. I feel you.
But in this world we live in, shit still happens.
Right. Very good.
But I blame the parents on that too.
Because they spoil.
They spoil them and they feel like you shouldn't be in your 40s still living home with your mom and your pops. Shit happens, I get it. But if you're working and you working towards something different, I understand. That's one thing. But if you sitting at home working at McDonald's, still living home with your pops and your moms, there's something wrong with you there. You got to do some reevaluating in your life. Shit happens, don't get me wrong. Because you can have a great job, getting $100,000 a year, and something could happen where that job can crash. And you might have to go back home with your parents. I get that. That's understandable. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the motherfuckers that only want to stay home and work these little dead-end jobs and not trying to do anything with their life. But no offense if that's you. I'm not trying to put you under the bus.
Man, this is no filter. It's called Tell It How It Is, no filter.
I ain't trying to put nobody under the bus, but that's just the reality of it.
I mean, I feel like the only defense I could have for them out there if they did feel away is the economy, the New York. New York is tough, so that's happening. If that happens in New York, it shouldn't be excused, but New York is outrageous. If you leave New York now, you really should have that game plan to where it won't be like that.
Like I did.
Right.
Because
New York is crazy.
The shit that I have now, the way I'm at now, I wouldn't be like that if I was still living in New York.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't have no fucking one-bedroom apartment and good paying job and have money. I wouldn't be able to do on this fucking Houston trip if I was still living in New York. Because shit's so expensive.
Right. That's fine. That's fire. All right, we took care of that. All right, I have a little fun now. What's boyfriend, girlfriend energy really mean? And what are some examples? I'd say women definitely pay attention more to that than we do. Because if a chick just does a favor for you or do something nice or say hello, is that necessarily gearing towards that? But I think women will look at it like, oh, you do that? So what?
I can do it too.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's an example of that? Like what experience you have or what behavior you have? Like if you know you pursuing a female, what energy would you show to see that you liked her or you trying to get with her?
I'm different because he'll test to this. He'll test to this. I don't chase you. And I'm not going, if I try to holler at you and you show me that you're not interested, then I'm not going to keep pursuing it. That's just me. I mean, some people say, yeah, you never know. She's just playing hard to get. Fuck that. I'm too old for that. Playing hard to get shit. Like,
he was always, I don't say you too old for that shit. You never had the patience for that.
I'm just saying, I mean, that's true, but I don't have patience for sitting around playing the game. Either you do or you don't.
Right.
Like,
yeah, just like what's an example? You just like say hello, whatever. Like, what's an example of some energy that you will show? And like you said, once you see what the deal is, you won't do it again. But like, what's an example?
Well, sometimes you can be just being nice, and the female take it as you trying to holler.
Right.
Instance, I got an example. I was at work. I work in Harris Teeter. If anybody know Harris Teeter, it's a supermarket. I cut meat. I'm assistant manager there. Anyway,
cut meat is crazy.
Yeah. I'm a butcher.
That's how you clean that up.
Anyway, so in my job, you have to be customer service, and they very big on being friendly to people.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
There's one girl, she was walking around. She had all this groceries in her hand instead of getting a shopping cart. So I saw her with the shopping cart. I saw her with that. So I walked to the front, got her shopping cart, brought her back to shopping cart. And I just said, I see you were struggling. Now, mind you, I'm just being nice. I see you struggling, so I got the shopping cart for you. Oh, I got it. I can handle it my own and stuff like that. It's cool.
Oh, I didn't expect that.
I'm like, man, I'm just helping you.
Right.
Thank you, but you didn't have to. See, that right there just had me make me say, you know what?
Yeah.
Fuck being nice. But I have to be nice because that's part of my job.
Right, but imagine that in the street now.
Yeah, but it's like the way she came off was like I was trying to be nice and help her how to holler. Like, shorty, I'm not trying to holler at you. I'm just working here. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to be nice. So that's what I'm saying. Females had a bad experience. They had that just proved to show that she had a bad experience with that, and she's on defense mode. I get it, but not everybody is trying to holler at you. Everybody's just being nice. First of all, I don't try to holler at girls where I work at. That's one thing.
Right.
But that's what I get from that.
Right. So yeah, we
bad
don't
experiences cause all of that.
Right. We don't have a female here to show us what the other side look like. In fact, they're not even supposed to, or I feel like they don't even expect us to think that they're gonna show us energy first. They're entitled and we supposed to holler first. It's almost like if they do show you girlfriend energy for nothing, you gotta go, what's up?
But then you gotta think about it too. The ones that do holler at you, those can get a red flag on. Because if they hollered at you, what's to say they ain't holler at somebody else 10 minutes before you and they shot them down. So they come to holler at you.
But that's what they think about us.
That's true. That's true. That's why I don't do that hollering in the street shit no more. That shit is done. I used to do that all the time. If I see you in the street, I might just see you in the street. I might never see you again. Like I tell females when I used to work at my old jobs. If I was walking in the street and I saw you, I wouldn't even talk to you. So what's the next thing I want to talk to you now?
So everybody you dealt with, how was that connection then? Any of your girlfriends you did have, none of them came from the street?
Some of them did.
I know you ain't on no internet. You ever did online dating and went on that shit?
I ain't gonna try to blow myself up.
How's that blowing yourself up?
My girl I got now is from the internet.
So, I'm saying, I'm just trying to see this perspective because if you don't do the street thing, I'm saying where can you do it at?
I mean, sometimes it's a hit or miss with the online thing. Because when I first moved to North Carolina, I didn't know nobody. I didn't know no females, no South. So, let me go on the dating site just to meet people.
Right.
I got on a dating site before I left New York.
Set it up.
Just to get set up. So when I get to North Carolina, I'm already
rocking.
So when I got down there, I was meeting a couple of them. Mm-hmm. A lot of them, actually.
You liked it that way? That was a better way than the street for you?
Yeah, because honestly, it helped me out because, like I said, I didn't know nobody here. Not there. So it was just like, I'm like running around trying to find people, trying to hang out. So I met females here, met females there. None of them was, like I said, some of them was cool, some of them was bad, some of them was just off. But this one I got now was different. And it's a hit or miss. Luckily, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't.
Right.
So
I guess that on internet, you kind of you get like right to it, or do y'all still?
It's like online. It's like a damn job interview. Getting to know each other because you first.
So still move slow.
Yeah, you still meeting that person. You talking to that person online because some females don't want to exchange their numbers right away. Some females rather just talk to you on there. Safer, but at the same time too, the ones that don't want to talk, that don't want to exchange numbers with you on there, they talking to other guys on there. So that's the point of it. That's what I'm saying. But the one that do exchange numbers with you,
you're a little further than the rest
of them. Yeah. Right. So it's like so sometimes when you talk to them on the app, you got to keep going on the app to check to see if that person messaged you or check to see if that person's online. You
don't get notifications.
Nah. You can. Right. But you have so many messages, you don't know which one, you don't know if that's the right one or not. But then if you have that direct number,
that's how you know. Yeah, you don't need the app no more.
Because when I got my girl's number now, when we started talking, that app was gone. I haven't been on that app now since I've been with her for 3 years now, 4 years.
Wow, and the last time.
Yeah. And I ain't never been on that app since.
Wow.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it be ups and downs, tricks and trades. I did dumb shit. We men.
Right.
Right. Ups and no, it wasn't rocky, peachy, cream, peachy, but we good.
Right. I had one experience. I didn't think I was going to tell it on here, but because you did the whole breakdown just now, I keep it a buck because everybody that know me know that I ran for the hills. So I don't know which dating site you was on. It's not so much as we have to tell them which specific one. But
POF, BLK, Tinder. I was on all of them shits.
Facebook got one. That's the one I did.
You see, I'm not on social media. See.
So the Facebook one, I went on there once, and it you do your profile setup, what you like, what you into, whatever.
That's
I
all
did that.
Things.
Yeah. I showed maybe like 3 pics of myself or whatever, right? So they go, oh, we have possible matches. So they showed like 3 chicks. Mm-hmm. So based on their profile pic, I didn't really go into their shit. Just off their profile pic, I clicked like there's a heart that you do a check or some shit.
That's the same shit. All these sites are the same pretty much.
So I just clicked the first 3 that popped up. Mm-hmm. One responds, hey, love, or whatever, however they greet. And I give a thumbs up or one of the emojis. I ain't really say nothing. So they said, look at my bio, honey. I go to the bio. It says, I'm living as a transgender woman. That's why I don't fuck with it, though. So you see how you found wifey?
See, I had to get up for that.
Listen, you see how he said he found his wifey and then he never was on there? When that happened to me, I never went back on there.
Nah, I feel you on that. That would have turned me away, too.
But then, let's be a little mature. Isn't that keeping it a buck to tell me that off the rip, though?
Well, she did keep a buck because she said check my profile.
Off rip.
So
you give her that.
I give her that.
Her, he,
some
she.
people don't even do that. They just wait until you.
Oh man.
They just wait until you get
into see, but then they gotta know that that's a 2-way street for trouble. And like all jokes aside, you stay out of trouble that way because online dating in general could be a dangerous place. Like without that. There's pervs, there's all types of negatives already.
It could even try to set you up.
Right. So it's already a negative. So let's just keep it as real as we can if we are going to use that space. So as much as it's weird and awkward and yuck, that was my experience. I got to respect the fact that they said that.
They still told you what it was.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're not playing these games out here. It's already you don't know who the fuck is really behind that computer. Who profile that really is?
I can tell you one thing. I can tell you one thing. My girl now, what she did was once we got the conversation, we talked on the phone all day. And while I was talking to her, she was literally going and checking my information to see if I was a child pedophile. Yeah. She was doing all of that.
Absolutely.
And I respected that.
Absolutely.
She has a 5-year-old. So she wanted to make sure I'm not no
touch kids.
I ain't got no go to jail for no shit.
About it.
And now her daughter, that little girl loved the shit out of me. And I love her. Like, it's like you would think that's my daughter. That's how much she around me. Right. My little chicken nugget. What up, chicken nugget?
That's cool. So like, there's no real escape though, because even when you were saying about the not approaching nobody in the street, when we approach people in the street, we don't know what they got going on either.
That's a fact. That's what I'm saying.
So it's like real safety zone.
It's the same meeting somebody online. It's the same as meeting somebody in the street. It's just only difference is you're not face to face with that person.
Right.
But you also too, you got to be careful too, because you can get catfish. And chick can show you a whole bunch of pictures, and then when you see him in person, nothing like the picture.
Right. Isn't that a Boondocks episode?
That shit happened to me when I lived in San Antonio. I did that shit. But
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's neither here nor there.
Right. All right, cool. We rocking and rolling. Make sure you hit the notification bell. That's YouTube, Voice of Reason NF. That's one word. Hit the notification bell, comment, like, subscribe, share. We out here, man.
We need some sponsors too.
No doubt. We definitely need sponsors. So yeah, we're going to close out on the last one. Women may not initially mean harm. Some are just in survival mode. Case in point, you say your girl got a 5-year-old. So like, I don't know her, but for women, a single mom, I think they're going to choose and look for love, but it comes at an expense of survival first. What's best for me.
I'm not sorry to cut you. That's not her only daughter. She got 2 older daughters. The one, the 5-year-old is just the
one that's around.
The other one, all of them is all around, but the baby, she's around her 24/7.
Yeah, because she's 5.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, so what did you sense in your experience with her at first? Like you said, she was looking you up, checking you out to make sure you ain't nothing crazy. But like, as far as survival mode, women get into that when they realize they're a single parent and they got to make shit happen. So when they choose somebody, it's difficult, I feel, for them, like more concerning to make sure.
It's true, because certain things that I'm used to doing in relationships that I prior to her, I can't do with her because she's always in survival mode because she's been single, even though she only had 2 baby fathers. Not to throw her business out there, but
they didn't say her name. They don't know who she is.
Sure. She know I'm. Like, she happen to see. She know I'm talking.
We gonna make sure she sees this.
But she's always in defense mode because her experience, and I get that. So when we first started, it was certain things that she would talk, and I used to get offended by it because I'm like, why is she talk like that? But then as time went on, I understood how she is, and I understood why she is the way she is, which is understandable because people act a certain way because of their past experiences. And it's our responsibility or our job to change, not to change it, because you're never going to change a person on how they think or how they act. It's just you just have to be in that vicinity to show them that you're not like everybody else. Basically. And that's what I did. That's what I had to do. And I've done it. So there's things that I have experienced with her that I haven't experienced with other females. And there's other females that I experienced with them that I haven't experienced with her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but the experience that I have with her outweighs the experience that I have with the other females. You always want to find somebody that's going to be for you. You want to grow old with that person. You don't want to just keep this person, that person, this person, that person, because it ain't going to work.
But I feel like that survival mode makes it tougher. But then if you go overcome it, I guess the reward is better.
Yeah.
Because we are in survival mode as well, but we don't put that in our picking the women thing. We have to survive regardless. If we get a woman or we don't, we got to figure this shit out. So I think like when we go after women or whatever, we don't have that survival mode mentality that they have if they're single parents.
Yeah, that's a fact.
If they don't have no kids, they move a whole different way.
That's a fact.
But it could be a little, you think you got it good? Sorry to bash. I'm not saying no specific names. So whoever I dated that didn't have kids, they actually was a little more selfish. Because when a woman has kids, you expect them to put the kids first, them first, then you.
Yeah.
But when I met one that didn't have no kids, I was like, how are you more selfish?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. You feel like
you're supposed to be more free, spirited, right?
When you have that stability and you stuck with that, you ain't going to branch out and be free. You're gonna be focused on
home. Yeah.
That's what my girl, she focuses on home and she focuses on work. And then me afterwards, which is fine. I don't want her to put me first. You got a 5-year-old. Focus on your 5-year-old. I'm just here to help you out with the 5-year-old. Even though her father's still in her picture. Shout out to her father. Her father's still in the picture, but he's not. He's in Baltimore.
Right.
She's in North Carolina.
Right.
He can't always get there. So I'm that guy that's going to be there to help out.
Right. That's what's up.
I'm not trying to be the father, and she knows that.
As long as you know, get in where you fit in and it works. And it makes sense.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I wanted to shout that out because sometimes a lot of us have felt a way if things have gone left off of a woman making a decision based on survival mode. Like certain situations probably just don't work out. Maybe it's financial or whatever. And sometimes we took that to heart, not realizing that as a single mother, they're going to be a little more harsh about shit.
Yeah.
You know
she definitely is.
Decision making.
She definitely is.
Right. But you have the good story of it.
And at the end of the day, at first, like I said, I'm like every other man. Like, why are you talking like that? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? But then as time went on and you got used to that, and I'm not gonna say used to it, as you got comfortable around it and you understood where she coming from, then you be the man. You be like, you know what? That's just how she is, and it don't bother you. It don't bother me to this now. Everybody like, yeah, she's a piece of work. She really is, but it don't bother me no more.
Right.
I learned to bite the tongue because arguing is pointless. Because when you argue with her and she argues with you and y'all yelling, nobody's getting the point across. Y'all just trying to sit there and trying to see who can argue the loudest. That's all it is. So,
right.
Moving to North Carolina changed me the way I think.
Right. It's New Yorkers.
Yeah. When I moved here, I was peaceful. When I moved from New York to North Carolina, I was different.
Right. That's what's up.
Yeah.
I want to appreciate you and thank you, brother, for coming on here for me.
No doubt.
We dropped some real science for them real quick. So y'all already know my 3 P's. Till the next time, stay positive, stay progressive, and stay pushing. Peace.
Southside, we outside.
Show me some. Are you down? Are you down for my love? Are you down, baby girl? What's up? 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 Are you down? Are you down for my love? Are you down, baby girl? What's up?
Trying to hear you out, you ain't convincing enough. Ask yourself, are you the missus for hush? The distance is tough, wasn't admitting it much. Should've stalked you. Check your phone and listen for what? To how you speak, how long or how brief. Didn't peep the back connection, the signal was that weak. It dropped calls, just mine's and not yours. That's BS. You see, just say that you got bored. What more you want? How could you clean up a mopped floor?